This sport continues to surprise me. Every day I see some monkey shit, but this by far has been one of the craziest stories of the season so far. Breaking: Real Madrid's medical staff diagnosed Kylian Mbappe's wrong knee when he first got injured. They checked his right knee and told him everything's fine when the actual injury was in his left knee. He then went back to playing for Real Madrid while his knee was injured and made the injury worse. So Mbappe's been having this injury that's been bothering him. I would say like late mid December. He was barely able to play in the Super Cup final in January, and it was kind of worrying because you were like, okay, where's this injury coming from? I mean, if you're a Madrid fan, I'm a Barca fan. I don't give a fuck if this guy plays or not. Um, but if you're a Madrid fan, plus if you're a French fan because of the World Cup in a few months this summer, and then he played a few games, and then it's like, okay, why is he playing games now? I thought he was injured, and then he went back to not playing games, and everyone was just kind of confused on what's been going on these past few months, and then we finally get our answer. Apparently, the Real Madrid's medical staff they checked the wrong knee. I have so many questions to this. Why, when they checked the knee, did Mbappe not say anything about something being wrong with the other knee? Why did he not correct them? Why did he just allow them to do tests and tell them that nothing was wrong? And why did he just let this happen? He went out to play again and it made the injury worse on a World Cup year. Like, this almost feels planned by Mbappe, because there is no way. And wouldn't they, like, know this before going into the surgery? Wouldn't they ask him what leg it is? Or, I mean, not the surgery, in when they go to check whatever knee it is, wouldn't they see that in, like, when he's touching his knee or when something's wrong, he's touching his left knee? Would they not, like, notice this? Would they not be, before even checking on this, that this is, like, an issue? There are so many parts of this that have to just go wrong for some shit like this to happen. Insane. I always said it myself, Madrid is a complete monkey club. They are unserious. They are a devil club to the sport. But the medical staff themselves don't even seem to take this shit that seriously. I am at a total loss for words. This obviously does not help Mbappe's case. He wants to play the World Cup. He wants to play in the important games for Madrid, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's why he didn't say anything. If you remember the last few games that Mbappe played before he was taken out, like around March or February. Remember what time he stopped playing, bro? It was when they were losing games. When they were losing games to Benfica. They were in a tough part of their season, bro. And then he goes out with this injury thing. He's not telling the doctors the right stuff. And then he makes it worse. It does kind of feel like he was kind of hoping for some shit like this to happen. It's a very strange situation. This is like some TV show shit. Like, this is unbelievable. If I'm Florentino Perez, I'm firing every nigga at the medical office. And then I'm talking to Mbappe and asking his ass why he didn't correct them when they were checking his legs, bro. Very, very weird situation. And by the way, also breaking: former Real Madrid nutritionist Itzar Gonzalez says on IG, if you remember Itzar Gonzalez, she is the one that is suing the club for mistreatment, not from the club or Florentino Perez themselves, but from the staff, that they told her to basically stay out the way and told players to ignore her and stuff. And they basically just kind of iced her out from doing her job, and then she got fired. And now she's suing the club. She said on IG that Real Madrid have been asking the free version of ChatGPT what supplements they should give the players and what they give them. I'm going to be honest, how ridiculous this sounds, I believe it, bro. She works for the club. They've already proven themselves to be a complete mess with this Mbappe situation. Their most important player, they completely misdiagnosed the injury by not even checking the right part of the body. I wouldn't put it past them to do some shit like this. They told her, Itziar Gonzalez, to just stay in her office and get paid to do nothing. They clearly just don't take their shit seriously and just kind of want to keep their jobs and stay important. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is the truth. She worked with them. She saw all their nonsense. She has no reason to lie. Or maybe this just isn't real. I don't know. But either way, this is complete craziness. Real Madrid will never recover. They're a complete monkey club. I know my club at Barca always have people injured, but we have never done some dumbass shit like this. My medical staff has never done some absolute. They have never done some top of the barrel idiocy like this, bro. This is on a different level I have not seen before in the sport, bro. Wow, that is a complete blunder. And he played some more games and worsened his injury, bro. He was out for longer than he needed to be because they were so incompetent. All right, now Mohamed Salah has officially declared that he is leaving Liverpool in the summer. He had his contract ended in 2027, but he asked to leave in this summer of 2026. And for all he did for the club, the Liverpool hierarchy accepted and will let him go for free, even though they didn't have to. Mo Salah says, "Leaving is never easy. You gave me the best time of my life. I will always be one of you. This club will always be my home to me and to my family. Thank you for everything. Because of all of you, I will never walk alone." Now, that's solid transfer, bro. If you remember back in the day when he first made that transfer 2017-18 season, that completely changed his career, bro. He was at Roma and Chelsea and Florentino or whatever clubs he was at before. He was a good player. He was known as a pace merchant, but he was never world class. He was never known as one of the best players in the world. That 2017-18 season completely transformed him. He was probably the best player on the planet that season, or one of the best. I think Messi's always the best in every season. But, he got to the Champions League final where he got injured. That wasn't his fault. Sergio Ramos, I remember that shit. He was out to get him. That was complete dirtiness by Real Madrid. They know what they did there. Almost won the league with Liverpool. And I think if he had won one of those trophies, he would have won the Ballon d'Or that year. Actually, that was a World Cup year. Never mind. But still, that season transformed his career. His legacy before that was nothing too special. His move to Liverpool completely transcended what was thought to be his ceiling, which wasn't that high. And he brought Liverpool to a different level as well. Won them a Champions League, won them a Premier League for the first time in 30 years. Yeah, very, very special player, special career. And I'm sure Liverpool fans will be hurting after this one, man. He was a special guy. But he has obviously decreased in output this season. And I think this is the right time. He had that fallout with Slot at the beginning of the season, the first few months, I think, where he came out and spoke about how he's getting mistreated and stuff. So yeah, I think it is a good time to leave. He's kind of physically he's not playing. He's not at his best anymore, and he's not having the same output as before. He's not quite looking eye to eye with the management. This feels like it's the right time, man. I think he's seen the best of his career. So he can ride off into the sunset and play for some Saudi Arabian club for whatever money. Because they probably will pay to him. Yeah, that's all.